It's super exciting to be talking to you this morning as we are all relishing the goodness that is the BET Awards 2019. Our very own Burna Boy won Best International Act category, and we are gushing over his mother short but very deep speech. This is Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Also this morning, it isn't business as usual as we have a studio guest. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Elsie Godwin, and I'm here with the usuals. Ife Oshonkeye and Ife Omai. Hey guys.
What up?
How you doing?
Well, great, you? How's your weekend?
Restful.
You're glowing.
Okay, what was your high point? BET Awards.
I think Burna Boy, obviously. The fact that it was there and he didn't get on stage and his mother, and then when she got on stage, she was like, oh, he must be the most restless person I've ever met. I think that was just cute. And I don't know, we didn't get the chance to speak about Steph London claiming that, look, she's going to get married to Burna Boy.
I mean, because of that video, I had to go and follow Steph London. I've been watching her Instagram stories.
They
are not slowing down.
Yeah, she's like,
and Burna Boy is also all over her. So she's basically putting it
so
out there.
I like that relationship.
It's
so when
sweet.
they went missing, I was like, okay.
Ife.
Something is going on. It's going down.
Oh my, so what was your high point?
I thought he went missing because he was going to perform or something, but I wonder where he went to.
And that's what happens when a man is in love, man. You never know where it goes.
Wow. Wow. Ife, is that how you see
Is that giving us heads up so when you're not won't find you anymore? Please have time for the show at least. At least.
Oh my, what was your high point?
I got love for the show too. So.
Yeah. I think the same too. I mean, it's always nice to have, you know, Nigeria put on the map and stuff. I like the outfits that were coming in. I'm obviously pro-black, so I loved the whole thing and just what it represents and the symbol of that. I love the speech that what's her name? Burna Boy's mom gave, because it's deeper when it's coming from Africa to the Africans in diaspora. As Americans want to claim, they're still from here. And I think in this kind of critical stage, politically and all of that stuff, they need that reminder that you might not feel that way, but you're coming from somewhere and you have an identity. So use that to your, I guess, mix the good and the bad and make it your own thing. So I really loved her speech and I loved the show. It's BET, so, you know, everyone's always gushing about that. But congratulations to all the winners, and we are so proud of Burna Boy especially.
Okay, I think you surprised me this morning because aside Burna Boy winning and the speech from the mother, I think the Central Park 5 coming on stage was another high moment for me. Like, I'm still not over the emotions I got watching when they see us, you know. And I also watched their interview with Oprah yesterday, and seeing them on stage was just amazing. I love the attention they are getting. I mean, they deserve even more. Anyone who thinks it's too much needs to go and watch.
I don't feel like it's not enough. Like, and it would never be enough. Like, you can't get your teenage life back. You can't get your childhood. You can't get back being a boy. And it's just really sad. I'm still spacing out when they see us. I haven't been able to sit down and just watch everything. So I think that, like I said the first time, or maybe I didn't say it on the show, but so for me, I need to like distance myself a little bit because it can easily get very hateful.
Yeah, it can. Okay, I guess it's time to introduce our studio guest. He has been able to combine the attributes of a renowned master of ceremony, actor, singer, and a saxophonist. With his exploits in the entertainment industry, many of his fans now refer to him as a serial creative entrepreneur. He rose through the struggles in the industry and gradually made a name for himself through hard work, consistency, and most importantly, self-service to humanity. He is also an art collector and a curator at the National Museum, Lagos. He holds a bachelor's degree in theatre arts from the University of Lagos. Let's make welcome the passionate, hardworking, and relentless Alex Osho.
That kind of introduction will make you like, oh.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice so what was BET? I mean, you have to talk about
Obviously, you know, it's going to be Burna Boy because that's the constituency that we represent and represent us. Okay, so my take is that growing up as an entertainer, my mom never supported me going into it. So she had obvious reasons because at that time, it was not a good trade at all. It wasn't lucrative. People felt it was for riffraffs, people who didn't want to go to school. So she felt like, why would my son want to do this? And my teachers were like, this boy has some talent in him. Let him, you know, fly.
Do what he wants to do.
Yeah, so seeing Burna Boy's mom come on stage and, you know, give that very powerful speech, I'm like, okay, this is what a mother should do for their son or daughter. You get so.
What do you think about Burna Boy's mother?
Okay, so Burna Boy's mom, to me, appears like that woman that would go and flog Burna Boy when they get home, but right there she had to stand for him. So she's actually putting him right. Maybe if she wasn't in his life, right now Burna Boy will have derailed. So she's that check and balance, like his song says.
She's a mommy,
yeah, she's a
like
mommy.
she's like the Kris Jenner of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Yeah, holding those kids
holding the
together.
kids.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's amazing.
So
and,
should we go back to you?
And what's your take on the Central Park 5? Have you seen them this year?
Like she said, I've just been spacing it.
Okay.
I can't say much about it now because really I've not gone far. Yeah, I was stuck on one series, Mad Men. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah.
I think you should just see it at once and just let all the emotions
no.
flow.
Let
You guys are already.
We were saying something like you can't get your childhood back. You can't get. So I don't think there's any form of compensation that would ever be enough for those.
But I think
people,
even watching
no
the
matter
first
the
part is
attention.
enough for you to
Intriguing,
get what the story is about.
Even just saying that like makes you realize like how much, because I understand that they already had the fear for the skin color.
Exactly.
This person owns me, so I'm going to say whatever I need to say, and they're going to do, and you're believing that they're going to do what they've said. It's a lot.
Okay.
For the fact that it's not a fiction. You know, you watch some sad movies and you're like, oh yeah, but you can get over it and you can tap yourself out and be like, calm down, it's a movie. You can't say that for this one. This is actually real.
True that.
Let's talk about you.
Yeah.
You
so
do a lot. What is the driving force?
Okay. Okay, so I was born into a music family, and you know, growing up when you see your uncles, your aunties, everybody, grandparents, all doing music at the orthodox level, church, that is always the story anyway. And I developed, you know, the flair for music, and I started pursuing it. Like I said, my mom frustrated it, and I had to leave Nigeria to school in Ghana. I guess that was the mistake she made. Yeah, she felt she didn't want me to hang around the friends I had who were pushing me towards entertainment. So she said, okay, you know what? This boy needs to leave this country. And she took me to University of Ghana, where I studied computer software and hardware engineering, and then, of course, graphic design. So when I was in Ghana, I had some friends who were musicians next door. And those guys would take me everywhere to go and play good music. When I returned to Nigeria, I was cooked. So my story is just like Fela. Fela was supposed to go and study medicine. He went to study music, but I didn't change my course. But on the road, I was doing music.
What you wanted.
So I got back to Nigeria, and it was music for me. I wanted to be the Wizkid of that time, you know. But you know, it was difficult also. So I got tired. Yeah, I got tired, and I'm like, you know what? It looks like what Mom was saying is coming to reality. So I had to start looking for what else to do, and theatre art came, University of Lagos.
Second degree.
It wasn't, the first one wasn't a degree. It was an higher diploma course, and then this was a degree.
Full-time degree.
Exactly.
Right.
So when I got to University of Lagos.
Okay, before you carry on what happened when you got to University of Lagos, let's go on a quick break.
Yeah, please.
When we come back, we'll carry on with our conversation with Alex Osho. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofyokobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can. Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we've been chatting with Alex Osho. Now, before we went on that break, you stopped at telling us what happened at the University of Lagos.
Okay, so before I move deep into Unilag, I would like to tell you the story that led to Unilag.
Okay.
Yeah, so in my pursuit for music, I I would go and rehearse my saxophone at the Lagoon Front, if you know the Lagoon Front at University of Lagos, and it was a constant thing every day. I'll be there 5-6 hours rehearsing, and then after a while I could make sense with what I was playing, and people would gather around me, say, play me this song or that song. So there's this girl, she would just walk past every day, say hello to me, and then one day she walks up to me and says, why don't you come and study music at the Creative Arts Department, University of Lagos? I looked at her because obviously that girl talking was probably in primary school, secondary school, when I was already pursuing Unilag, you know. So I told her, you don't waste your time. This University of Lagos, their wala is too much. And this girl told me to pack my saxophone, and I obeyed. I packed my saxophone, and she took me up to the faculty officer and said, you know what, give this man an admission.
Wow.
He's very good at what he does. I thought it was a joke, and that was it.
Wow.
And that was it. And I got there, my first year, everyone in school knew me almost immediately because I had groomed myself before getting into school. So I wasn't just a secondary school getting into university. I had, you know, been done before getting into university. And God being so good, we had quality lecturers, the likes of Professor Duroni, Professor Hamedi Yerima, Otumba Tunji Shotimiri, and the rest of them, you know, I went under their tutelage, and that's kind of molded me to become a total theater person. Yeah.
But then going forward now, so let's get to after graduation into the workforce. You didn't just stay on saxophone.
Yeah.
And I was saying backstage before when we were researching on you that in other cultures or other communities, it's looked down upon to be like, you know, in everywhere. You see, if it's a coffee shop, they only make coffee and it's not tea. But here, it seems to be completely different. Well, like you have to, a lot of people are involved in a lot of things. Yeah. So what is your personal reason for doing that? Why did you get involved in other things? Is it sustainability, finances, or just like you had that desire to do all those things that you're doing?
Oh, they're intertwined. Okay,
so if you watch carefully, you see that everything I do falls within a particular sector, which is entertainment and art. Yeah, I ensure that I don't go out of that space, one. Then two, there are three kinds of artists you find in the world. The first set are those that would come very quick, become very popular very quick, and go very quick. Probably even die. You get. The next set would be the ones that will grow gradually. They keep growing till they become relevant, and they become relevant like forever. And the next set would be the ones that will never blow. They'll keep trying, and they'll try till they die. So if they are not smart, God forbid. Exactly. You see, it's sweet to say God forbid, but it's good to realize fast. So as an artist, you don't know which you belong to. You get, you don't know where you stand. So the best thing to do is, okay, whilst you're doing this, you must have something else you're doing. That's it. So along the line, if this thing now works out, then you have to dump every other thing and focus. You have to have plan B, plan C. To me, I believe you must have plan. Exactly. You get. So that's what happened to me. I had to be checking it out. I tried printing some time back, and God, I was indebted because I didn't understand the terrain, and I was getting jobs. I was getting jobs. My personality would give me jobs. But because I didn't understand that terrain very well, I'll be indebted to 700,000, 800. I'm telling you, because mistakes. Maybe they don't, maybe, you know, in printing, color scheme matters a lot. So if you print for Plus TV now, and this is purple, right? And this is not the purple you print on this cup, that's a big problem. And then you deliver like a bag full of this thing. So
no, we don't want it.
Exactly. So I'm going back crying. So that's what made me go that way.
If you put it in a practical level, do you struggle with like having an image or like a branding? Because I know that's important as well. Okay. Or do people just ask you and come up to you and say, "Can you do this?" Or like? Okay,
so if you've paid your dues over time, I don't think you struggle with that again. It's just the law of nature. You sow and then you reap. You get. That's just it. So I've been there doing this, and then 2 days ago, a friend of mine who, perchance, I anchored his wedding like 7 years or 8 years ago. We met at the bank, and he was like, wow, I'm now with a particular company. I don't want to mention names. And I'll speak with my brand manager to see if you can do something for us. He goes there, and the brand manager says, oh, Alex Osho, I know him very well. He's done things for us. And then it was easy for me to just get that job because I've been there.
You've worked
oh, yes, I have. the days of pastor will just say, Brother Alex, God bless you. They won't pay you. They just shake you, and you go and you worked so hard, expecting yourself to be enjoying, and you're doing like Stardew, you know, waiting for payments. And they just come and shake you, presidential handshake, and tell you to go. Wow. That's where the self-service is. I just kept doing this. I kept giving myself to friends, and then everybody would call. My friends would be like, ask them for money. But me, I see life beyond cash. Yeah, because sometimes what you tend to be, pay me money now, would be pay me and I would never get anything from that source again. Because the person would say, when you worked for me that time, I paid you, so I'm not indebted to you. But someone you just did things for and you're like, you know what, let it slide. Feels like, you know what, I need to repay this person, and you never can tell where that help will come from.
Okay,
Lesson
on that
learned.
note,
Don't take any money.
on that note, let's go on a quick break again. When we come back, we'll still have Alex Osho in the house. We'll be right back.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am. If you no talk, dem go beat you. Na 2,500 they pay.
Welcome back. This is Tea Time, and we have our studio guest, Alex Osho, here with us. I think if Oshoke is going to ask the next question.
Yeah, no, it's not really a question. It's something you said, because when I was doing my research, you once said, if you can express your thinking concisely and sell your brand to a large audience in a nanosecond when given the opportunity, you have failed. Explain this, and was it born out of experience?
Okay, so truth is, nobody has your time, and nobody wants to spend or waste their time with you. You understand? Now, when the opportunity comes for you to express yourself, talk about your brand as a person, whether you're an artist or you run a company and you need to sell that company to the general public, you don't beat around the bush. You get? If you're going to interview me now about, say, Basket Mouth, maybe you meet me at the Basket Mouth show and then you say, what do you know about Basket Mouth? Before I talk about Basket Mouth, I tell you, you need to know me first, and then I'll tell you how I'm connected to Basket Mouth. Otherwise, if I'm just talking about Basket Mouth, I've not sold myself. Yeah. And that thing is going on TV. So what will happen at the end of the day is that they will just write guests. They won't write your name. You get? They will maybe guest at the show, blah, blah, blah. It won't be Alex Osho, MC, blah, blah, blah. But once they know you, immediately they know that this person does this. He's an artist himself.
I'm sure if I can read those events.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand, before you became Alex Osho, that is recognized by everyone in the entertainment industry, if you meet a potential maybe sponsor or someone you can work with, how do you sell yourself as Alex Osho? Like, what would you say you do? Are you a saxophonist? Are you a compere? Are you
an MC?
What would you do?
At that time, it was just basically MCing that was pushing me, so I stuck to that.
So how would you sell yourself as an MC?
So I'm like, I'm an MC, I've done this, and this, blah, blah, blah. It was difficult because it was that time I was building the profile. So sometimes some would take that chance to say, you know what, the guy is expressive, it looks like he can do it. Let me just take the chance. If it fails me, well, too bad, I lost one. But some would be like, no, I'm not taking any chance on you. You get. So we thank God for those who took the chance on us that time, you understand?
So, but like, okay, I know it's a different time, very, very different time. If someone was going to follow your lead as a young person today watching the show, what would be do you have a phase or stages that the person needs to follow, or something that you can give them to hold on to while they journey in this industry in today's era?
Okay, I'll simply say social media has made it very easy. Those days when we record songs, we'd have to go and beg and kneel down and, you know, cry for people to play the songs. Now people just record their songs and then they pick their phones and they begin to record. And millions of people get to view that video. If it's good, somebody out there who needs to sign an artist will just call and then you're signed. So basically, I think the youth should stop that wasting their time on Instagram and Facebook doing nothing. Do something relevant and show you're giving out content, because content is key now. Very, very key. So I would say to them that as you're building your craft, ensure you're selling it to the public and sell it well. If you need to get a good phone like yours now, you know, spend your money in that direction and let people see something quality coming. And before you know it, you're there. We had to go through the rigorous, very tough way. It was always going to knock on doors, beg people, I'm this, so Biko help me. I'm dying here, like she said earlier on. People have to just express themselves in different forms. So my advice to them is just keep doing what you're doing, work on your craft, be prepared, because when opportunity comes and it doesn't meet preparation, there's a big problem. You need to merge both to become successful.
So a lot of people don't know you're also an arts collector.
Yeah.
What would you call your priceless piece?
My house is packed. I can't even mention one. Yeah, this started from the University of Lagos also. I studied theater, but I was always around the visual students. I don't know why we connected, because, yeah, so I would, you know, learn a lot from them, color and all that, you know. And when I graduated, if I was in school, I started selling for them. I could talk a lot, so I would pick up their artworks and then go and exhibit and sell. They could not express themselves, they would just paint. So everybody knew in school that Alex is the go-to guy when it comes to selling these works. So I just saw, okay, this is an avenue to make money. Okay, I started, you know, selling the works. I'm talking of making money like 250K as a student. Yeah, big names. Oscar Brew, Chief, bought a lot for me.
If you were making up to 250K as a student, how much do you charge currently?
Let's discuss that in camera.
Our time is almost up. We need to go. But before we do, if you're asked to describe yourself in one sentence or to introduce yourself in one sentence, how would you say that?
restless and like Burna Boy.
Like Burna Boy. I smiled. If you check, I wrote this here. I said, aren't we all restless? Every creative person is restless. We want to do a lot of things at the same time. You get, but I'm focused. That's just it.
All right, but
restless but focused. Like.
When we have a singer on the show, they get to sing. When we have a rapper,
they get to rap.
So I want you to hype this show real quick and end the show for us. So Elsie's not even.
Okay, and that's how we wrap up on Tea Time this morning. Join us later for a fresh episode of the program. Until then, my thank you as always goes to my co-anchors Ife Oshoke and Ife Omai. Of course, our studio guests. Thank you so much for being here, Alex Osho, and the entire production team. My name is Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching.